Story time. Da-na-na-na-na-na, story time. Da-na-na-na-na-na, story time. Story time. Story time. Hello. Well, not really story time. It's not a story. It's just something that happened literally today. This morning, went out to the shop to buy a thing, just a thing. And then I was coming back, and a guy in front of me dropped a fucking pen. He was on his phone, and a pen fell out of him somewhere. I don't know. Out of his anus. He's shitting pens. Got to get me one of those. There's a goose that laid the golden egg, and the man that shits pens. I need one. I need a pen shitting man in my life. Anyway, contrary to my usual mode of operations, because stuff like that's happened before, where like I've actually seen a woman drop her scarf and I've walked past it, and I could have easily gone, "Excuse me, miss, you dropped your bloody scarf." But I didn't. I went, "Oh, I'm not getting involved." So I kept my head down and pretended I didn't see it. And for all I know, she lost her scarf forever. Never got it back. I don't know. But he dropped his pen, and it was literally like I was going to step over it. So I went, "Excuse me, mate, you dropped your pen." And he was like, "Oh, yours on my phone. Cheers, mate." But as I picked it up, I had a second of like, put it in your pocket, steal it. And it was literally like, not even brand name ballpoint. It was like office supply. I guess he works in an office. He got a pen from the office, just a blue ballpoint pen, office supply pen, whatever. But I was like, because I wanted to do a whole series of drawing with random pens, like pens because like ballpoint pens, you'll find them everywhere. People leave them places, broken ones I've stolen on purpose from shops or wherever else. If you're in somewhere that has like, you have to sign something and they're like, "Here's a pen," post office or whatever, and you just pocket the pen and leave because who gives a shit. I was going to be like drawing with found pen, drawing with garbage pen, drawing with stolen pen. A whole series of little videos of drawing with weird, funny pens. I wanted to do that last year, but obviously with it being the pandemic, I didn't really go anywhere or do anything ever, so I wasn't around any pens. But then this one guy dropped a pen right in front of me. It was like it was right there. It was almost from the heavens. He wouldn't have known. He was on his phone like a fudkin modern bastard. And I could have taken a pen, made a little video, and been like, "Oh, guy dropped a pen. I took it. Here's a drawing made with a guy's pen." Of course, what I could do is just do those videos and pretend. I don't have to go anywhere. I've got fucking billions and billions of pens. This is on my desk. I could make all kinds of videos with all kinds of pens saying, people on YouTube, they lie all the time. That's all they do. The lying little sods, a lot of them. And I could just do that. Be like, "Oh, I found this pen inside a dead fox that I walked past on the street. Found this pen in the eye of a homeless man after I was jabbing it in. I found this pen out of the anus of a man that shits Hey, this is an idea. Last week I was working on this, you may remember. Gun Viking page. It was a really fun podcast all about doing a page of a comic book. This was my rough. I thought it might be cool to show how it came out. So the basis was he had just had the whole flashback scene, Gun Viking, and now he's back. And the big bad guy's going like, "Oh, you're not even a man, you're a boy, you little shit." And a big mouth going, "Oh, rah, rah." I spoke about it in the last episode. And then he goes, "Oh, I'm angry at you, grr," and he leaps, and there's a sound effect. And this is the finished page. Cool, huh? So yeah, he's on his knees. He's got the glow from his hand where he put it on his face, and he's like, "Ah, you little shit. Ah, you're a little shit. Your mum's dead. Your dad's dead. Fuck you." And he's like, "Wee, rah, rah," and he leaps. I'm really happy with this. I think I might have thrown him away. like 4 or 5 pages of just trying to figure out how to draw this scene. If I draw it coming at the camera or like to the side or away, and then how to draw the hands, and then shlunk, thud, thud. So it's 2 thuds, like shlunk, thud, thud. Spoilers, if you haven't seen it already, it's on my Patreon. But spoilers for the next page, wherever the fuck it is. God damn it! And he's like, oh no, what the fuck? His hands have been fucking chopped off. Oh my god! The thud thud, the shlunk was a shlunk, and then thud thud as his hands hit the ground, and now he's got no fucking hands. What the fuck? Oh my god! Can you fucking believe it? Oh my god! And he's like, and that's you now. Look at you, big invincible Viking, and now look, he is, yeah, shit. And that's the guy with an axe. I did realise I should have had the guy with the axe a bit more like prominent in here somewhere, just to show guy with an axe chopped off his hands. He's got no hands. Instead, it's hands. He's got no hands. Why the fuck is he? Because the guy with an axe. But that's like meh. You don't really. You get the idea. His hands didn't just fall off on their own, you know. She's terrified. I like that face. That's cool. Pretty happy overall. Had a few different poses of this, but I'm pretty happy with that all together overall. Quite happy with that page, and that's where I'm at so far with Gun Viking. The next page, who knows? So today, I thought what we do is, have I got any funny notes? I had a few funny notes that could be. I'll speak about that one in a minute, or when we get on to doing some other things. Everyone asks, the fun best question ever. Well, what kind of pen did you use? But a question I also get quite often is, what kind of paper are you drawing / painting on, Ewan? I thought I'd because pens. It's like a few different drawing pens, but mostly ballpoint pen. Like, what kind of pen? Ballpoint pen. Always. It's a draw ballpoint pen. Because I've sort of got myself into a niche accidentally, and now I'm scared to leave it. I'm afraid and scared to leave the niche I've pushed myself into. So I thought I'd go papers. So I have a little thing of drawers next to, like a couple of drawers next to my desk with a little shelf sort of at the top of it with a little underneath shelf bit. And in that shelf bit is where I keep my draw papers, which are here. Obviously I use sketchbooks. More on that soon. But in general, like when I'm doing like my roughs for Gun Viking and other shit, I've got commissions and stuff, so I can't really show too much. God damn it! Yeah, Gun Viking roughs. Oh yeah, no, I didn't throw them away. There you go. Trying to figure out that shit. Trying to figure out the pose, where to put the axe guy. There you go. But I wanted him to be more prominent, so I made him bigger, and that's from last week. So I do all of this on just copy paper, printer paper, A4 copy paper. So I buy literally a pack, 500 sheets of A4 paper. Clearly I need to buy a new one because this is going to run out really soon. I get through this shit real quick. Like, this is so, for me, it's just throwaway. Like, I use this for everything. I'll draw nudes on it. Most of my nudes are drawn on this paper. Tear it in half, draw a nude, whatever. It's good for note taking. It's good for doodles. I do a lot of finished drawings on this stuff. Very thin, very flimsy, but it's cheap. There's a lot of it, so it's there. Then, so that's my main thing. I'll have that I can just, I tear the paper over and I just pull a sheet as and when I need it. It's right next to my desk, nice and easy. Other than that, I have just scraps and bits and stuff. These, it looks like this is torn from a sketchbook or something. I have a lot of that, just like you know, you don't use every page of a sketchbook, so you're left with a bunch of empty pages maybe, and every now and again tear one out or tear them all out to use them for separate things. Not great paper. This is cartridge paper. So this is, you can see, quite flimsy, thin kind of copy paper or whatever. This slightly thicker cartridge paper, called so because they used to use it to make paper cartridges for guns. I don't know when, maybe in the fucking 1800s. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that's what it was for. I don't know when or where or how, but that's what it was used for. But now it's a pretty standard drawing paper. Like if you buy a sketchbook in just like a stationery store, chances are it's got that kind of stuff in it. And that's good for painting on. I'll paint on that quite a lot. As long as you don't pack too much paint on at once, it'll be fine. It will warp and stuff a little bit, but let it dry. If you have to, sit it under some heavy books for about an hour or two, and it'll flatten out. But otherwise, if you just like have a thin layer of like your underpainting and then a few layers of acrylics on top, that's pretty okay for that. You don't really need too much more. And then just scraps of, that's a bit of copy paper. That's a sticky label. You go, peely peel. See, I've got stacks of that I got from a place that I may have been employed once upon a time. It's not stealing, they gave it to me. This is all just torn from a bigger sheet. I think it was from the stuff I used in the drawing contest. And big sheets of A2, I think, so I tore it down to a more manageable size because I don't really work bigger than that. A3 is okay, but like even that is like, I get uncomfortable on big sheets of paper. I don't know if it's too much space to fill up, especially when I use ballpoint pens. Trying to draw anything bigger than A4 with a ballpoint pen just takes a fucking age to do. So why would you? And more scraps. It's more different. That's a very white cartridge paper. Oh, I think I used to make my own sketchbook out of scraps of paper, which would actually be quite cool to have a sketchbook full of just every page is like a different, kind of paper. Oh shit! I wonder if. Oh. Give me a minute. If I can. Oh, I think that's it. Shit, yeah. A girl I went to university with made this for me. She's really good at like crafts and cakes and things. She makes amazing looking cakes, actually. Her name's Jade. There you go. She made this for me, and she put it in like a little thing, in a little envelope with a little letter and stuff. It's really, really cool. But that was like, I think we graduated in 2011, so basically 10 years ago. I guess 9.5, it'll be sort of June, July. 10 years ago. And I haven't used it because, like, it's too precious almost. Like, what would I draw on that? I don't even know. So that's really cool. So I think a whole sketchbook of not as precious as that, because that's quite a neat, tidy little thing, but just different sketchbook papers, cartridge paper, copy paper, tracing paper in there is quite good. This, you can see it's aged here, but I don't know what the fuck it is or where it's from. Really sort of thin paper. Might be cool to draw on. I don't know if it's like aged or just stained or fuck knows. Orange paper. I like some coloured paper now and again. Just some envelopes to use for brown paper, do toned drawings on. I don't know if you're into that shit. I'm not really. I really like how toned drawings can look, but personally then... Oh! These are backing boards for comic books. You bag and board your comic books. These are some of those boards. I actually thought I'd run out of these, so that's cool. I also use them for my palette. It's just one of those. But like it got filled up with paint, so I chopped it off, which I probably will need to do here actually. So yeah, I'm actually really glad I found those. I'm going to stick those to the side to use at a later date. Some more coloured papers. I really like the toxic pink paper and the yellow. Some sticky labels. I could make labels for things. I could name things, and I could make anus and penis labels for everything around my home. A bit of tracing paper. I use that as well. We had examples. Tracing paper for tracings. I need to buy some more. I think this is literally the last of it that I have. But as I've said, I usually mostly use it for like cutting stencils for paintings. For an example, for this, so here this purple is sprayed on, so I cut a stencil here for the space and then spray painted it. So I usually use tracing paper for that, so I can actually see where to cut, because it's easier if you can actually see the shit you're trying to bloody do. And that's about the paper I use. I don't use all the scraps, but like it's good to have them, to keep them. Like I say, with nudes, usually I draw most of my nudes about that size, sometimes smaller, sometimes bigger. So I'll often tear the page to draw the nude on, and then I'm left with half a page which I can either draw another nude on or something else entirely, take notes, do a doodle, a thing, ideas, shit, and bloody dirty duh. So that's the paper I use. But obviously I do use sketchbooks too. This is my latest sketchbook, basically my 2020 sketchbook. Didn't quite fill it up. There is some space that I may or may not actually fill up. I might even tear all this paper out, because I quite like. It'd be quite cool to have some nice squared sheets of paper that I can draw shit on. Oh, orgies, fun. But because, you know, like last year, most of my artistic time I think was spent doing commissions and things, which is, you know, that's how I made my fucking money. Of course, that's what I'm doing. So I didn't get to spend as much time in my sketchbook as I might have liked, because I do like just drawing in sketchbooks. I like just drawing shit in a sketchbook and filling up pages, making it look cool when you flick through it. You know, it's just a nice thing to have. Plus, as I've said before, it's a really easy video to make, and people really like those videos. If you get a nice sketchbook, flip through it, people go, wow, that's amazing. They like that shit, which is understandable. But I thought, you know, I need a new sketchbook. 2021. I don't need a new sketchbook, but I figured it's 2021. I'll get a new sketchbook and I'll write 2021 on it, and it can be my official new sketchbook of 2021. So let's make a sketchbook. These are, I mean, relatively cheap. Cheaper than a big sketchbook. Just two of these is just cheaper than a sketchbook that would be this full size. But also because they're soft covers, so usually I'd have, you know, so this is an A4 sketchbook, which the A sizes, I don't know if they have them in like America or wherever. I think maybe Europe, absolutely England. A size is A4, and then half of that is A5, which is the same dimensions. So if you fold it, it's the same dimensions but smaller, and then it's A6 and whatever. I'm explaining that like nobody knows what fucking paper is, which is cool. But I always thought, oh, what's even in here? Oh, fancy book shit. Oh, tits. Cool. We like tits. But it's a little bit bigger than I like. The squared size is cool. Sometimes a little too small if you want to do like certain kinds of drawings, certain sizes of drawings. But it's a neat thing when you have like a square page with something like this on it. That's quite cool. But then this is actually my favourite size of sketchbook. Love this. A little bit thinner than A4, a bit shorter, but it's a really it's a really comfortable size. It's got really nice dimensions. I like that. Oh, nudes, arses. This is the start of Butvember, I believe. That's a famous one. Cool. Have I looked through this in a video? I might have to do that if I haven't already. I probably have. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do that. Get a pencil. Oh, I use pencils, but I use them as tools. I don't use them as art materials. I use them as tools to do that with. And then get a ruler and a knifey knife, which has a somewhat fresh blade in it. And I'm gonna hopefully not fuck it up completely. And do this. I should be able to not have to use the ruler for the rest of it. Each time it should cut through at least 2 or 3 sheets of paper, so it shouldn't take too long to get through the entire book. Perfect. Look at that. What's that? 1.5 inches? 2 inches? All the measurements have come off there. About 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Which gives you that. Which is a really a little bit wider than this. Only just. But it's a much more comfortable size. A lot less intimidating than A4. Like that as a sheet to draw on, that's a really, for me, that's a visually appealing dimensions of paper. I like that. I'm really happy with that size of paper. At work, when I worked in Yoldy shoe store in the stockroom, there was lots of boxes all over the place. At one point, there was a particular box that had a sheet of card in it, and the bottom or top or something as just an extra layer, just a single sheet of corrugated cardboard, brown box card. And it was basically this dimensions but bigger. And it was so pleasing to me, just the measurements of this piece of card, that I kept it right next to the desk, in between the desk and this set of shelves. And it was there for 1.5 years, or maybe about a year. I never had planned on using it for anything. I just kept it, knowing it was there. Brought me some kind of weird comfort of I like having it there, you know. Yeah, like I said, it was comfortable knowing that it was there. I don't know. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. Shut up. Fuck you. So my plan is to do that to both of these books, cut off the front and back covers of this and that, and then stick the last and first pages together, and stick some tape down the side as a spot, and then it's one big book. It dimensions that I'm really happy with, and ever so slightly, just about cheaper than would be a big sketchbook. You know, literally just by maybe £1 cheaper or something. I'm really hoping the measurements sort of balance up. It's okay if it's a little bit off, a little bit hickledy-pickledy. I don't mind that too much. You know, there's no shame in it looking handmade. There's no shame in a painting looking like it's painted, or a drawing looking like it's a drawing. And there's no shame in a handmade sketchbook looking like it's a handmade sketchbook. Even if it's not technically handmade, I know it's whatever. It's like that bit on The Simpsons. He has his own spoon. He carved it himself from a bigger spoon. I made my own sketchbook out of a bigger sketchbook. Cool. Oh, they look close enough to the same size. This should work. They can go in the bin. It's annoying that, like, I mean, I could tape these together like that, all next to each other, and then have a big sheet. But I'm not going to. Fuck that. That's a neat idea, but I ain't going to fucking do it. A little bit wonky, but fuck it, that'll work. Right, now we get rid of the front cover of this one. Being careful not to cut past the staples. That should be fine. And then so that's the back half of the book, and then cut off this cover. Right, what the fuck are we doing next? So those will go together. Now, this is the slightly tricky bit. That's where I could fuck it up. Right, I need to stick those. Could I do it without sticking them? Yeah, I think I do need to. I need to do something. Because if I just tape it here and I open it up, I'll get to the middle and it will go like that. It won't come apart, but it will be all like... So I need to stick those together. Yeah, right. I have some double-sided tape, but I think I'm down to like the last few bits of it. Oh, that's literally it. That's all the... Fuck. I thought I had more than that. Okay, I'll have to use it sparingly and try to do it cleverly. I don't know. Put a piece there and a piece there. That could work. Do this. Piece there. And a piece there. What I will also do is, I mean, maybe I don't need the tape at all, but I just feel like it needs... Oh, my fingernails are dirty. I haven't cleaned them. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm a filthy bum. With a filthy bum. So I might not need the tape at all, but I feel like it's just... I don't know. Shut up. Fuck you. I put a tape on because I fucking wanted to tell me what to. I have some spray glue. Some mount spray suitable for mounting card, foam, or textiles, maps and illustrations. CFC free. Oh, it's environmentally friendly spray glue. Ooh, gluey glue. So this bit won't be on camera. I'm doing it away from my desk so as not to get glue all over my fucking everything. I'm going to spray glue this and then stick fucking things together. Right. You're supposed to give it a couple of seconds to get a bit tacky. I try to spray away from the edges so as not to get it on the actual book proper. Now, the tricky bit, because I only really get one shot of this, is to line them up as I stick them down and not have them go all fucking over the place. Let's see how we go with that, I suppose. It'll be so easy to fuck this up completely. God damn it! Maybe if I do it like this. Oh god, I have such unsteady hands. It's so fucking. Press it. That hasn't stuck at all. What the fuck? What's up with that glue, man? That's supposed to be mega super sticky glue. You get to the middle, it's a bit like. Oh, I guess the tape is holding. The glue. That's really bad. Jesus. Give me a second. Let me try to. I use that glue so much and it usually does absolutely fine. I guess in this case it just doesn't feel like actually sticking. Weird. Well, that's a bugger. If I had more tape it'd be fine, but no. Oh well, let's get the fucking spine on. Nobody's perfect. Some black duct tape. Gently lay it down. And measure it. Right. And we've got ourselves a spine. That should be an okay amount. Oh, a little bit wonky there. Sheets. Tidy it up with a knife. And I think that'll do. Oh, it's a little bit messy. I don't like it. Fuck. Damn it. Cool. Shit all stuck to my fingers. Well, now the issue there that we're left with is this shit. I don't like this shit. I don't mind having shit like this. I draw on them. But when it's this, it's branding. Don't like brands. Shit, I think I need 2 pieces of that. Oh. Let's. We don't want to do that way, are we? Shit. Oh, bada boop doo. Beep bap dee. Shit. Oh, god damn it. The tape's folding over and sticking to itself and it's ruining everything. I fucking hate it. I wish it was dead. What a nice, seemingly unnecessary duct tape square on the corner of my sketchbook. But rather that than a fucking name, even if it is an art fucking supplier, art materials. Oh look, we made a fucking sketchbook. That's cool. It's lightweight, soft, bendy, feels pretty cool. And it's good dimensions. Look at that. Into another dimension of drawing on paper. Where's the middle page? That's the middle page. A little bit thicker, but it is lined up really well actually. The glue Don't know if that worked or not, but hey! The fucking sketchbook, look at that! Oh, let's take a look at it. Probably a brief look, because I went quite a while talking about fucking paper. This is a book about Logan, Seville's finest. He's a graffiti artist slash illustrator slash fucking whatever. This was another one of those books I just happened upon. I had no real knowledge of Logan as a guy or an artist, no real knowledge of this book or anything else, but I saw it in a fucking shop and I thought, hey, that looks neat, and I looked through it and I was like, oh, that's actually really fucking good. So I think I stole it. But he's got a really cool style. He's got a cool like graphic, almost typically graffiti artist sort of style to his characters and stuff, which I like from back in the day. Yeah, he's really good with sort of photorealism. He does stuff like that, very graphic and bold and sexy, obviously. But he uses not quite photorealism, but with enough of a nod to photorealism or attention to lighting and form realistically, but with this like graffiti caricature style. That's a really good mix. There are quite a few artists out there who do that sort of thing. And he's one of them, and he does it well. I like it. He's good. He's good, he is. I like his shit. Like that. That's a really cool, like really nicely painted gun. And then the silly arms and proportions and stuff. That's pretty dope. I like that. Doped. Have I ever said dope before? What a dope I am. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's good. Good elements of like design and colours and, art and shit. Ogre's a good one. He's worked with quite a few people. Logan has worked with quite a few people. Ogre, I saw him in an issue of Graphitism, a whole feature on him. He's pretty solid, pretty sound, pretty good as they go. He's got really fun characters, really bold stuff. Yeah, that's a really nice, really long wall. I like the characters and the colours. Red, black and white are a good sort of combo to go together. There's a few, I think black and white and then another colour is quite good. Orange is a really good one. Red obviously works well. Pink, as I used in that drawing contest. There's a few, like green and blue can work with black and white, but maybe not so well like red and orange and stuff. Turquoise, maybe, I don't know. With sand. Sand's pretty known in the graffiti street art world. Yeah, so the dimensions and it's contorted and distorted and stuff. But the lighting and stuff in that hand with the veins and stuff and the colours, it's really, really cool. So this goes through. He has, murals, art design, tattoos, and illustrations. I think from the little I've seen of him recently on Instagram, he mostly does tattoos these days, and you'll see some of his tattoos in here. They're really, really good. It's his graffiti style characters and stuff, but in tattoos and with the lighting and stuff with using the ink, it works really, really well. He's got some decent shit going on. And I love this. This was always one of my favourite things about Banksy's work, was obviously his rats, but like other things as well, where you have a thing painting the graffiti. So you have graffiti, but it's being painted by something that's also graffiti. I love that. There's quite a few artists that do it. A few of those do it well. And this is a really cool example of that. I love, you've got a thing painted, but it's the thing that's painting the thing. I like it. It's meta, kind of. Not really, but a little bit. So a lot of it is like just graffiti and characters and stuff. That's a really nice drawing. Or is that the actual wall? Well, I think that's the actual wall. There's me going, oh, that's a cool drawing, ready to go on the wall. But no, I think that's the actual. Don't on, it's stupid. That's really cool. Them masky masks. Surfer dude. I like it when these walls get done where it's all colour themed or style themed or whatever. It's all watery wave styles and colours. I like that. Can2, he's a bit of a legend in the graph world. About as clean as they come style wise. As they come. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's not mind blowing. It's not like you look at his work and you're like, fuck, wow, he's amazing. But I mean, it almost is. He's like, if you walk past that on the street, you'd be like, holy shit, who the fuck painted that? That's incredible. But I guess I'm in my head going, well, there's artists out there who do, you know, more impressive stuff. Yeah, but he's still. I'm arguing with myself about whether or not he's good. He's good. Or maybe I'm just worried that, like, I'm showing artwork by someone who's maybe not seen as being that great. I really like this piece. This one, for the longest time, I was like, who the fuck is that? Because it says here, like, it doesn't have the names. Usually it has who he's working with, like Dems and Logan, Ogre and Logan. But here it just has Seville, Spain and the year. It doesn't say who the other artist is. But now look here, Logan, I think that's Ariz, Ariz, which makes sense if you know who Ariz. I think it's Ariz or Ariz. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Aryz or Z is how he usually writes it. His current work is good. I'm not as much a fan of it as I am his older work. Like, this is some of his older work. Fucking look at that, man. The forms and lighting and stuff and colours and shapes and character and how well painted it is really, really fucking good. And his newer work is really good. It's really cool paintings and stuff that he does, if you know it, if you've seen it. But I do prefer his older, sort of more... I don't know how to describe it. It's a bit more sort of graphic. Well, his newer work is more leaning into like a fine art, designy kind of thing, where his older work was more sort of like graphic and illustrative, I guess. And that's, you know, really cool still. Logan, the book, the guy who the fucking book's about. Art and design. That's cool. I love that. Painted on a bowling pin. That's really, really neat. Canvases and stuff. Really nicely painted, like tattoo hands. That. Really cool canvases. More bowling pin paintings. Yeah, he's a talented guy. He's got a really nice style. Very bold, very graphic. That's some of his tattoo work. Yeah, his tattooing's come a long way, I guess, over the years. And I think he's sort of leaned into that as his main thing that he does. Oh, that gecko's well nice. The skull's cool, obviously, with the gecko. That's really, really nice. Maybe there's more money in it, in tattooing, than there would be in painting walls and shit. That's cool. That's really cool. Like the big hand and the gun and the thing and the smoke. That's really nice. Very nice. Good work. Good work, Mr. Logan. That's cool. I like that. See, like the photorealism, but used in like a graphic, weird, arty way. And some drawings. This may as well be like the sketchbook section or whatever. Very cool, bold graphic, lots of character to them. Fairly typical sort of like graffiti artist sketchbook drawings. With the markers and paint cans and blood and weird creatures and shit. We like it though, we like it. Breakdancing, b-boys, box of bones, dogs on leashes. I love the Argyle with like the skull design. That's really cool. I'd wear a fucking sweater like that. At home, alone, so no one else could see me wearing it. I'd be embarrassed. People would point at me and go, "That's really cool," and I'd be like, "Stop looking at me, please." I guess that was in the tattoo design, wasn't it? That I liked. Yeah, that. The hat's bigger, but I really like it. It's really cool. It's good. It's good shit, man. It's also a really nice book. It's like quite a nice layout, especially if you're painting walls, especially if you're doing graffiti lettering, landscape. This sort of dimensions is pretty typical for what you'd paint. So it's a really sensible idea if you're going to make a book with graffiti artists that it should be like wide and short, as if you were going to go paint a wall or something. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. I'm really tired, by the way. I haven't slept in like 5 hours or more. I don't even know. At least 20 hours. I don't know. I'm tired. But look, that was a book. That was a guy. Wow. I don't know. Pretty cool. Phew. Well-ity. So, are we zoomed in? We've got a new sketchbook, brand new sketchbook. It's pretty tight. I dig it. I like it. Now, the scariest part, not the scariest, but like the most, I don't know, whatever part, is starting a new sketchbook. The first page. I've said before, I leave the first page blank because I just don't know what to put on it. Because you want to make it good. So I go like at least 1 or 2 pages in before I do anything on the first page. But let's potentially ruin the start of our brand new sketchbook. Excuse me. With a drawing. Now I've got a rough sketch I'm using to the side. So I'll lie about, he's just going straight into it. I am, to a degree, but I do have a very loose reference drawing. I'll show you the reference drawing afterwards. It's not a full-on drawing, but fucking, I don't even know what I'm saying. I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. It's Gun Viking, or it's gonna be Gun Viking. If I can pull off what it is I'm attempting, and I'm using pencil as an art material. So shush, don't at me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'll tell you what I want. You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do, bro. I do have things to talk about. I possibly have things to talk about. Nothing exciting, but just, and maybe I don't. I'm just worried about this looking shit. I don't want to fucking ruin my brand new sketchbook with a shitty drawing. It's fucking traumatizing, man. Starting a new sketchbook. It should be a fun endeavour, but it's not. I'm just scared I'm going to fuck everything up. And I'll put a guy here as well, why not? As if I haven't already planned it all out exactly. I feel like he should be more. Fuck. Ah, god damn it. No, that's fine. That's fine. We'll go with that. Right, I've got these Copic markers I got ages ago, and I haven't really used them. I've used them a little bit, but not in any major way. So I'm going to dive in. Draw this picture of Gun Viking and see what the fuck I can do. My aim is to just like literally, when I say dive in, I mean fucking just dive the fuck in and just draw a picture, because it's so hard to just, I know I say don't try, but it's really hard not to do that sometimes, especially when you want something to look a certain way. It's really hard to just say fuck it and go for it, because you want it to be good, and it's hard to do that sometimes, or all the times. And in my head, this looks like a really cool, like grayscale image. I'm going to use different greys for different parts of it, get tones, and put in some cross hatching here and there. Maybe go in with some white to like pull out highlights and stuff. But we'll see how it goes, because it might end up looking shit, which isn't going to be good for anyone, is it? This is beard, his eyebrows. Them old horns. Right, so I did a thing to talk about. So here's my notes. I was going to do a little series of drawings of rhymes with gun Viking. So I have words that rhyme with gun. I got thumb, bum, cum, but censored for some reason. Scrum, tongue, shun. So thumb Viking. I mean a drawing of a thumb with a Viking helmet. Bum Viking, tongue Viking, sun Viking, hum, run, crumb Viking, drum Viking. All kinds of Vikings. All these ideas of different, I don't know, like I say, just, a funny little, like, don't spend more than sort of half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour on each drawing. Just funny little doodles, little, like, oh, you've heard of Gun Viking, here's Bum Viking, here's Cum Viking, here's Scrum Viking. I've yet to do what I'm gonna do is go online, and if you Google rhymes with and then a word, it comes up with like loads of words that rhyme with it. I forget, there is a name for them. It's like soundonyms or fucking something. I don't know. That should be there, and that should be there. And I fucked it up. God damn it. No, we're good. And this is an octopus. It's like octagon, but an actual octopus floating around alongside Mr. Viking. Flying around, I guess, actually, since he's not underwater. Gun Viking can't swim because he's based on me and I can't swim. Did you know I can't swim? I'm fucking terrified of water. Won't go near it. That's why I never shower. Yeah, that's why I never shower. It's not because I'm a lazy, stinky old fart. Cool. He's got like an AK, I think. For the little amount of thought I've put into what he's actually holding. And he's running, so he is actually a run Viking. So we've got one of them. One of the rhymes with Vikings down. Now, by no means do I expect to get close to finishing this drawing because, you know, it's the podcast. I'm not going to spend that long doing it. But I would like to maybe get like this bit looking some kind of good, if not finished, but put a bit more work into it. This pen's running out already, so see how far I get. But my plan is with this piece to like go back into it with, you know, a darker one and then the lighter one over that and then a darker one and then some ballpoint cross hatching here and there. You know, make it a pretty cool piece to come out at the end of it, yeah. Darker one. Nice. And we've got an even darker grey than this that we can put in afterwards, so that might be cool too. So there, if I do that and then I do... Oh, this is running out though, it's going to ruin it. I think this is how people use Copic markers. Like that. Like blend them. I've not really used them before properly. So this is kind of new to me. But yeah, that looks quite cool, doesn't it? Bit of vein in there. Might need to get some more before I finish this completely. That rhymes with gun Viking thing was like all I had to talk about. So now I've got nothing. Now you shut up and watch me draw. Maybe you're drawing right now. Quite a few people do that. They listen along as they're drawing themselves. What are you drawing? Oh wow, that's fascinating. I'm really interested. Tell me more. Oh wow, and that's where you got the idea for... Ah, so cool. Oh wow, I never would have thought. Funny bit, isn't it? Have I put enough shadow? Do I need to put more shadow? Where do I put the fucking shadow? As I said, I'm very tired, and I was going to go to bed. It's like maybe 2 in the afternoon right now, and I was going to go to bed and try and sleep. But I was like, I'll get a podcast done just so it's done, and then I'll sleep. I'm not regretting that, but I am just like, I mean, it's difficult to find shit to talk about on the best of days, let alone on a fucking dead man walking. AKs are cool. Everyone knows what an AK is. One of them popular popular guns. It's in all the video games. It's in all the rap videos. The rappers, the rap singers, they all use them. As we all know. We all know what an AK is. What they look like, what they do. Ka 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 ka. That's the sound an AK makes. Ka 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 ka. I just want to have something good to show. I know that it was the paper podcast, but like, I want to have a drawing to show for it. Some more of this. Oh, it really is running out. God damn it. I've got a really, really light one, but I'm not sure if it's almost too light. It might work for blending, I guess. Don't know if that's any good or not. Maybe a little bit. Oh, I don't know. Oh, fine now. What a fuck. Oh, God damn it. That's actually quite good. I quite like it. You might not know that because I'm not talking at all, but I quite like it. That's the magazine. That's a bit of a funny looking leg. I should have put the foot going outwards a bit more like this. Nope. No, that looks shit too. Fuck, what can I do? Okay. I fucked that up completely. Ah, there we go. Right near the end. Because I'm going to end this basically now. I need to call it quits. I need to quit while I'm not quite ahead. Hey. But it's coming out alright, isn't it? It needs some work, but it's something. That's literally how all of my like podcast drawings go. Well, you know, it's something in it. It's all right. It's not the best, but it's so. No, I'm pretty happy with this. This is a new thing for me. The Copic markers and whatnot. Something I'm not used to. It's a new realm of artistic possibilities and shit.